Welcome to another segment of Behind the Scenes at the Florida House. I'm with Nan Summers, and if you can take a look around, you can see a lot has happened in the last few days. Nan, what happened out here over the weekend?
It was truly amazing. My Green Buildings decided to host a team building event to help us raise the deck. So they brought 3 generations of family and friends and working partners together, and they created an amazing amount of work.
Well, we're going to let them tell the story today for a little bit. Just take a look at all the activity that happened. Steve Ellis is CEO of My Green Buildings. He's going to take us on a little bit of tour through what happened this Saturday.
You can't imagine how many people are just like sitting there chomping at the bit to get back here and start doing their landscaping and teaching and bringing their friends and family over here to see what it's like to be in this sustainable space.
Tell me how My Green Buildings got involved in the Florida House.
Back a couple of years ago, we started talking about getting involved because they needed a general contractor. As soon as the house was moved from its original location down here, when the SCTI campus had to be expanded, this thing had to be moved down and raised up to its current elevation. It was literally dug out from the ground, lifted up, and put up on these piers. And they needed a contractor, and we're a green builder here in town. We're very fortunate to have this. It's an icon for Sarasota. As you probably know, there's been a lot of traffic over the years. This was developed back in 1994 as like state-of-the-art home. And what's really cool about that is because this is a state-of-the-art home back in 1994, there are so many opportunities to retrofit this house to today's standards, both from an energy code standpoint and also from water efficiency and fortification and insulation. All these new technologies that have come around. So we're literally taking what was only 16 years ago or so, a high-tech build from a sustainable construction standpoint, and now we're able to demonstrate how a retrofit even helps a house like this.
How many people do you think you have out here today?
I don't know. I didn't even count, but like 45, maybe 45 people, and they're our whole staff, families, the kids. Moms, dads, the whole 9 yards, and then we also had a whole bunch of our really key trades out here working with us. In this case, we brought our framing. I think we had 2 framing crews on today, and we were able to build this entire deck structure in about 8 hours. So we expect to finish this part today, and then there's another team of volunteers coming in next week. But it's been a great time because we used it as an opportunity to just work with our whole team, their families, bring the kids, get everybody involved. The kids raised $11.50 selling lemonade. They made signs and had them out on the streets. So it's just been a great time.
Nan mentioned that we had 3 generations. We're going to take a look at the 3rd generation and just what kind of activity they had out here. They had a great time, but they also learned these kids are pretty knowledgeable. How much fun did you have out here today raising some money for the Florida House?
We had a lot of fun.
Now, tell me what y'all know about, what do you know about a greenhouse? This doesn't look like a greenhouse to me.
Well, inside there are ways to conserve energy and water and ways to reduce the amount of energy we need to use to power a house.
Oh, so it's not a greenhouse where they build, like where they make flowers. When I was a kid, a greenhouse was where they made the plants and all that. But a greenhouse is different today, right?
Yes.
And the best part, the food.
Not really deck building so much?
The deck, not so much, but the grilling, I got the grilling down.
Well, as you can see, things are starting to pace is quickening, so to speak. And what you're most excited about the fact that it's community involved, right?
When we say building community, we mean that in every way. It's about people coming together to create the future that they want for all generations. And it's wonderful to see this in action. Perfect example.
And ultimately, the future is going to be able to be learned and changed through what's going to happen here at the Florida House. So that's it for today on Behind the Scenes, but next week, we'll have even more. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Troy Larkin.